Hey there, Singaporean investors. Tired of sifting through endless news, trying to figure out what truly matters for your SGX portfolio? Or maybe you're wondering how today's market moves impact your investments. Welcome to the Investing Iguana's Daily SGX Market Digest for September 1st, 2025. I'm Iggy. And in the next few minutes, I'm cutting through the noise to bring you the critical updates, hidden insights, and Iggy's unique take on exactly what happened on the SGX today and what it means for your money. No jargon, just clear, actionable intelligence you won't find anywhere else. The Investing Iguana is now ranked 8th in the 2024 Influential Tigers by Tiger Brokers. We just crossed the 1 million mark for number of reads and 58,000 likes. I've produced over 1,000 videos with more than 600,000 watch hours as of August 2025. I also focus on regional and global economic trends, giving you that broader context. So let's dive into today's most important SGX movements. You don't want to miss what's impacting your portfolio right now. The Straits Times Index edged up slightly today, closing at 3,250 points as investors shrugged off mixed signals from Wall Street and took heart from stable global economic forecasts. Sentiment remains cautiously optimistic, with investors closely watching regional developments and upcoming policy shifts. First up, let's zoom in on Capitaland Ascendas REIT, a key player in the real estate investment trust space. Management announced they exercised their call option on 300 million Singapore dollars worth of fixed-rate subordinated green perpetual securities. These securities will be redeemed at full value plus any accrued distribution on September 17th. Following the announcement, units of CLAR ticked up 0.7%, closing at 2.72 Singapore dollars on Friday. This move signals financial discipline and could be a strategic step to manage funding costs or optimize capital structure. Given the REIT's steady performance and green financing credentials, does this reinforce CLAR as a core holding for long-term yield seekers? Switching gears, GuocoLand is making headlines in the property development sector. On Monday, they announced plans to sell a Johor Bahru hotel and its sizable land plot for 150 million ringgit, or about 46 million Singapore dollars. With a net book value of 93 million ringgit for the property, GuocoLand expects a net gain of roughly 35 million ringgit once the deal is done. Yet, shares slipped 1.1%, closing at 1.86 Singapore dollars on Friday. This sale sharpens the balance sheet and provides fresh capital, but are investors signaling concerns over broader Malaysian property risks or just taking profit? Now let's look at Oxley Holdings, another property developer that's been under the microscope. On Friday, they reported a much narrower loss of 8.3 million Singapore dollars for the 6 months ending June 30th, 2025, compared to a hefty $94.9 million loss a year ago. Revenue soared nearly 60% to $198.3 million, up from $124.1 million the previous year. Still, the stock dipped by 1%, finishing at 0.102 Singapore dollars before the news hit. Oxley is showing real improvements in its core operations, but with the stock price barely budging, do investors remain skeptical about the turnaround, or is the worst truly behind them? All right, let's pull all of today's movements into Iggy's daily market take. What I'm seeing on the SGX today, with moves in major REITs like CLAR, strategic asset reshuffling at GuocoLand, and the continuing recovery at Oxley, really highlights an important theme: confidence and discipline in capital management. The most crucial takeaway, in my opinion, is that companies with clear strategies, whether it's refinancing, shedding non-core assets, or rebuilding after a tough spell, stand out in this uncertain environment. For us retail investors, this means we should watch not just for big numbers in quarterly reports, but look for patterns of strategic moves over time. Today's price action is a good reminder to keep your eyes not just on company headlines, but also on regional trends and policy shifts that can ripple into our local market. Maintain a diversified portfolio across REITs, developers, and sectors, and remember not to chase after quick gains. Instead, think about how your holdings fit into the bigger picture and whether management's actions today match up with your long-term investment goals. That's the scoop for the SGX today, September 1st, 2025. Navigating these daily market shifts is crucial for your wealth growth right here in Singapore. If you found this digest helpful and want to get my real-time analysis, urgent insights, and daily heads up on crucial market movements delivered to you up to a week before anyone else sees them, then our premium membership is for you. It's just $3 a month, about the price of a cup of coffee. Think of it as your daily dose of market foresight directly from my desk. Ready to stay ahead in the Singapore market? Just click the link in the description below to become a member. Don't forget to like this video, share it with your fellow investors, and leave a comment below with your thoughts on today's market. I always read them.